Alright guys, so I'm here with my Mid-NaNoWriMo update. I apologise for my face. I haven't been feeling well the last few days. I still have a migraine, which just doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. So if I get my words mixed up, or if I just, look like I'm about to pass out, I'll be fine. I'm just going to power through. I just want to talk to you about my NaNoWriMo project and just let you guys know how it's going. So at the time of filming this, it is the 17th of November. So we are 2 days over the halfway point. The halfway point was the 15th of November, and that was when I should have been at 25,000 words. And I'm not at 25,000 words. I'm not that far off. I am on 24,891 words. I believe that's the amount of words I got up to last night after my writing session, which was very difficult actually, and I forced myself to do it because I'd spent the whole day in bed feeling awful and I just wanted to feel like I'd done something. And in hindsight, it was probably a mistake because it just made me feel worse, and it's probably a whole bag of shit I've written. But we're going to go with it. I'm not going to be critical of myself. The one thing that I have found really difficult actually about this project is forcing myself to not go back and reread and edit. And I know a lot of you watching this are probably going to relate to that. It's something that I've heard from a lot of people, that they just have the massive urge to go back and rewrite or edit or just delete things, and I am a bitch for that, honestly. Like, I never finish anything because I'm just constantly going back, editing as I'm writing, and it really just slows me down. So I've tried not to do that with Nano, and I've been pretty successful with that so far. So I'm pretty pleased with myself for accomplishing that and just letting go of all my inhibitions, letting go of all my worries, and stop being so critical of myself and just writing. And it has been a lot of fun, and I have been really enjoying this experience. So yeah, Nano has not been going terribly for me. I have been doing pretty well actually. And at the start of the project, I was very hell-bent on hitting that word goal. So you have to write about 1,667 words a day if you're going to hit 50k on the 30th of November. And for the first few days, I was doing more than that. I was doing about 2,000, 2,500 words, just because I was so excited and I was really getting into it, and I was just writing whatever came into my head and just having a whale of a time. And then there were a few days where I just felt a little bit bummed out and I just didn't write as much, but I was pretty consistent for the first 12 to 13 days. Then I had a day off because I just didn't feel like writing, and then I had another day off. And so I've fallen behind by about 3 days. I've managed to do a little bit of catching up one day last week where I just wrote solidly for about 3 or 4 hours. But yeah, I'm about 3 days behind schedule. So on the NaNoWriMo website, you can put in your words count every day. So you can put in like how many words you wrote that session, or you can put in how many words you are now up to. And you can also put in like your mood, how you felt while writing it, or how you feel after writing it. You can put in like how long you were writing for, where you were writing, all that kind of shit. And then you can go on to this little page called Stats, and I love this page. It's such a cute feature and I can't stop looking at it. And it basically just tracks your progress throughout the month. It shows you where you're at and where you should be every day. So right now, like I said, I'm just under 25,000 words, and At this point, I should be at about 28,000. So I'm about 3,000 off. And it says that I am scheduled to finish my project to reach 50,000 words on the 3rd of December. I'm trying really hard not to be too mad about that because this is the first time I am participating in NaNoWriMo. This is the first time I have ever tried anything like this. I've written stuff in the past, but it's always been, you know, over a period of several months. So trying to write every day, trying to find the time to write every day, planning my novel as well, following the outline, and kind of, you know, planning what I'm going to write before I actually write it has been quite a challenge, but I've really enjoyed it and I am in love with my novel for the moment. Sometimes I end up hating it, but at the minute, while I'm nearly halfway through, I am still really liking it. My characters aren't as emotive and as exciting as I wanted them to be. And I think that's mainly because for the first week or so, like I said, I was just constantly thinking about hitting that word count. And so I kind of lost the emotion and the impact that the characters should be having. But for the last few days, I've just not really been worrying about reaching the words count, and I have just been going for it and just writing what I want to write and just trying to emphasize the characters a bit more and try and make their dialogue and their interactions with each other flow and feel more meaningful. And I've also just been trying to work really hard on the atmosphere, given that I'm trying to write this kind of, I wouldn't say horror, it's not really a horror, but it's inspired by gothic horror and the supernatural elements in stories I used to read when I was younger. And it's got a bit of a mystery and a thriller vibe to it. So I've just been trying to focus a lot on the atmosphere as well, on the brooding, dark, suspenseful aspects of the story, and I think I'm doing okay with that. Like, it's not as good as it could be, I know, but I'm trying not to worry too much about making it perfect. I'm just writing it, and then when it's finished, I can go back and refine the atmosphere and refine the dialogue and all those little details that have been niggling away at me. My boyfriend actually read one chapter that I wrote. He read my second chapter and he really liked it, and he doesn't read, so for him to actively sit down and read something I wrote, I mean, he's a good guy and I know he wants to support me and I appreciate that, but the fact that he really liked it meant a lot to me, because if I can, you know, make a non-reader enjoy something and want to read something, then I must be doing okay. Or maybe he's just biased, or maybe it was terrible and he didn't want to hurt my feelings, but we're gonna save that for another time. Yes, that's all I wanted to say, really. We have about 13 days left of NaNoWriMo, so just under 2 weeks to go, and I have been in lockdown for the last 2 weeks. I haven't been at work. My work closed on the 5th of November. So I've had, you know, the entire time to focus on this project. Have I focused on this project the entire time I've been at home? No. Have I read anything while I've been at home? Not really. I'm going through a really big reading slump right now, which is what happened to me in the last lockdown. So I'm not really surprised. But yeah, 2 weeks left before I have to go back to work. 2 weeks left of this project, and I'm gonna try and knuckle down tonight, take some aspirin and just go for it and get over that halfway point and hopefully get to about 27,000 words. It's doable if I don't fall asleep. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here, because I don't want to ramble on anymore. I know this is an issue that I have. I could talk for England if the opportunity arose. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know actually if you're taking part in NaNoWriMo. Leave comments down below. Let me know how you're doing. Are you behind schedule like me, or are you one of those people that's already hit 50k? Because I know some people have, and I just don't know how they do it, to be honest. You know, if you want to, I will leave my NaNoWriMo profile down in the description below for you, so you can go and click on that link and you can add me as a buddy if you want, and maybe we could buddy write together. That's something I'm really interested in and something that I think could be a lot of fun. Please like this video if you liked it, obviously. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos from me in the future, and you can find out if I've finished NaNoWriMo at the end of this month. And yeah, I will see you all in another video very soon. Bye guys.